Italy has made some major changes to its citizenship by descent program that is locking a lot of people out of being able to get citizenship, making Italy the third country that was known for being more flexible in immigration and citizenship and those types of things to change its laws in the last month. And in this video, we're going to be talking about what those laws are because it does affect many of you who are watching this channel, both in the United States and also in Latin America. And we're going to be talking about some other things that people have been missing about this particular conversation. Hi, my name is Amanda Abea. Welcome to Entrepreneur Expat. On this channel, together with my husband, Justin, we help you move abroad to locations where there's more opportunities. We're currently spending a lot of time in Mexico, so you'll be seeing a lot of content about Mexico. We also talk about how to make money online, so you can go anywhere in the world. We talk about opportunities available in different countries, residencies, citizenships, visas, all that kind of stuff. So if you like to geek out on that stuff the same way we do, then make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a single video that we have coming out on this channel. And if you happen to be interested in relocating to Mexico specifically, then make sure to book a consult with us below. We have networks of real estate professionals. We actually just partnered with a pretty big real estate firm here in Mexico that covers the entire country. For those of you looking for real estate, we can also help with the immigration process, so on and so forth. And if you have any other country that you're interested in, you can also let us know in the comments because we have partners in other countries. Okay, so let's talk about what happened with Italy. So Italy, and specifically the Italian Citizenship by Descent program, was probably one of the most popular citizenship by descent programs in the world. Number one, because it was known for being more lax, right, or more flexible than perhaps other European citizenship by descent programs. And number two, because it affects about 80 million people worldwide. So, for example, a lot of Americans were trying to get a plan B with Italian citizenship by descent, and a lot of people in Latin America are also affected by this, particularly Venezuelans, Brazilians, and Argentines. I know many people from all those countries that I just mentioned who have Italian descent who could have gotten citizenship years ago if they had just tried. Well, Italy has basically said, hey, you know what? Too many people have tried to abuse this. We're totally backed up. So number one, we're changing the laws. And now the law requires you to have a parent or grandparent that was actually born in Italy. That's number one. And number two, they've halted all the applications for citizenship by descent. I guess a lot of people were trying to find like fraudulent great grandparents or something in a way, and gaming the system, which is a lot of what we were also seeing in Mexico and Costa Rica. Those countries also changed a lot of their laws in the last couple months because a lot of people were gaming the system. So one thing that we will never tell you to do on this channel is to either break the law or game the system in order to get residency or an investment or a citizenship or move to another country. When everybody in Mexico was talking about the regularization program, we would mention it, but we highly advised against it because we would never want to tell any of you to let your tourist visa expire in any country because it's way too risky. But unfortunately, what we see a lot on the internet is people trying to game the system, and a lot of countries, particularly those that were known for being more flexible, such as Mexico, Costa Rica, and now Italy, we can add Italy to the mix, they're over it. They're completely over it, and they're tightening up their laws. So what does this mean for Italy in particular? Like a lot of people, first of all, a lot of people are pretending to be in shock and awe about this, and I say pretending because it seems no one knew that this was coming, and I find that a little bit hard to believe because we knew that it was coming. And the reason that we knew it was coming, well, number one, we've been warning everybody for about a year that a lot of countries were going to start changing their immigration laws. You can go back on this channel and watch it, that it was going to get harder to move abroad. I think you can find videos from June of last year where we were talking about that. So that's number one. It was just obvious. But number two, we actually saw an Argentine news segment a few months ago. I wish I could find it. I tried, but a few months ago we were down one of our YouTube rabbit holes and we'll get news from all over Latin America. We had seen an Argentine news segment talking about the changes that Italy was proposing to their citizenship by descent program. And do you know what other country they were talking about in that news segment? Spain. So I would not be surprised if we also end up seeing some changes from Spain's citizenship by descent program, which those of you watching us from Mexico, that one would definitely affect you if you've been trying to get a EU passport through Spain's citizenship by descent. So it's interesting because there's been mixed reactions. Obviously, this locks a lot of people out. There's been Italian immigration all over the world, so it locks a lot of people out of being able to get this second citizenship in a way that was, I don't want to say easy because you deal with a lot of bureaucracy in Italy, but was more flexible than in other countries. So that's number one. Number two, a lot of people are like, dang, I missed it, which is, yeah, that's exactly what we tell you guys. When it comes to immigration, moving abroad, investments, all those kinds of things, like you can't just wait around because these things do not get easier with time. They get harder with time. We have friends and colleagues and over the years who got that Italian citizenship by descent many years ago, and we have others now who are like, damn it, should have done it. And the truth is, yeah, you should have done it back when you had the chance to do it. So if you are looking into any country, we can help you with Mexico because we have boots on the ground here. We have partners in other countries. If you're looking at moving abroad, do it. Just do it. The minute that you have the chance, move. You know, we'll talk to people sometimes and they have no excuse, really. They have the funds to do it. They have the time to do it. And they'll say things like, oh, I'm just like, I have to like solve this issue over here. And maybe in a couple years, I'll be able to do it. The problem with that is you probably don't have a couple of years with the way that things are really shifting and changing in the world. And we've been talking about this for a long time. Immigration doesn't get easier with time. It gets harder with time. So if you have the opportunity to do it now, whether it's Mexico or some sort of other country where you have an opportunity, just move. Just do it. There is no time to waste when it comes to these things. And third, a lot of people have been talking about other options because, you know, a lot of people aren't that upset by the whole decision by the Italian government because they think Europe's kind of a mess right now, and Europe is kind of a mess right now. You have a lot of volatility and a lot of chaos going on in the United States, Canada, and also Europe. So there are a lot of people who had their applications in process in Italy, and they're just like, you know what? I don't really feel like I lost anything because Europe is also a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs right now from what we see going on. So maybe I'm going to start looking at Latin America. Now, Latin America may be an interesting option because in Latin America, you can become a naturalized citizen. Usually, residency is pretty straightforward in Latin America. You just prove your income and you're good to go. Mexico in particular has a pretty streamlined process in comparison to a lot of other countries, but you can get into Latin America with your income and then you can eventually become a naturalized citizen in Latin America and get a second passport that way. It's not that easy to do in most other parts of the world. In Asia, forget it. Good luck getting a second citizenship in Asia. In Europe, it definitely just got a lot harder, and Italy was one of the easier ones in Europe, and they just tighten that one up. So perhaps, you know, those of you who are interested in second passports and you're willing to put in a little bit of time and effort, Latin America could be a good option because they do allow for naturalized citizenship in Latin America. And then, of course, you would get started with your residency process, and what that looks like depends on the country. We can help you with Mexico in particular, whether you want to do it through income, whether you want to invest in real estate, we can help you do that now in Mexico as well. Whether you want to invest in a business here, buy up a business, we've said it before, Mexico is a very entrepreneurial country. We've done a lot of videos on that are going to be coming out with some economic stats of what's going on in Mexico, how quickly people get businesses going here, how the economy is booming in Mexico. If you think that's an opportunity, we can help you with that. And if Mexico's not for you, it's some sort of other country, the message is the same. Go find whoever you need to help you do it and move quickly because these things can change on a dime. You do not have time to waste. And I would venture to say that people who are successful, not just in moving abroad and second citizenships and this whole world that we all like to move in, because that's why we watch these videos, but anybody who's successful in life, period, they don't take a long time to make decisions. They live life with a certain sense of urgency because they know that their time on this planet is very limited. It just so happens that not only is your time on this planet pretty limited and it goes by pretty quickly, when you add in the added layer of immigration in different countries and the laws constantly changing, then you have even less time than you think. So if you've been going back and forth, hemming and hawing, I have this situation over here, that situation over there, maybe I can do it in 5 years, it's probably not going to be around in 5 years. And successful people, what they do is they move freaking quickly as soon as they see an opportunity. So thank you so much for giving me your time today. If you like this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. We've been forgetting to ask you guys to do that because it helps us with the algorithm. You can find all our free resources below. If you're interested in moving to Mexico, book a consult. We can help you with all the things that I just mentioned. And also let us know in the comments below, did you have Italian descent? Could you have gotten this passport? Have you gotten this passport? Do you think Spain is next? Because according to that Argentine news segment we saw, Spain might be next, which would also make some pretty big waves. And let us know what your plans are for moving abroad, because it's like I said, this is the third country in the last month that was known for being relatively easy in this world that just got a lot harder. All right, guys, thank you so much for giving me your time today, and I will catch you on the next one.